When you're listening to someone, do you only hear the words they say? If you do, you're not totally paying attention. To truly listen to someone, it isn't just about hearing their words, it's also about understanding their intention, feeling their emotions, and being able to respond thoughtfully enough so that they feel heard. Folks, it's called active listening, and it is a powerful communication tool to have in your skill set. Being a great active listener can also help you build trust. It can help you avoid conflict, offer better advice, and be an overall better decision maker. So the big question is, how do you become a better active listener? Well, let's find out. Folks, my name is Mike Saad. Yeah, Saad like the emotion. I'm a communications professor and I have a great community where you can learn to improve not just your active listening skills, but all communication skills. They're all in there, I swear. But I'll talk more about that at the end of this video. Right now though, let's look at my 5 steps to becoming a better active listener. So the first step is actually a pretty easy one, and that's just to be present, being in the moment, right here. You want to give your full attention to whoever you're speaking with. So this means putting away any distractions like your phone, your tablet, your laptop, anything that's going to take focus off the person. Put it all on airplane mode, do not disturb, show that you're ready to listen and that the person speaking has your undivided attention. Imagine you're sharing a really important story and your friend keeps glancing at their phone. Now, how would that make you feel? Probably like they weren't paying attention, right? You want to eliminate those distractions so the other person knows you're giving them 100% of your attention. A bonus tip here is to also try and find an environment that has very few distractions. You know, people walking by and the world around us, these can be really distracting. But us constantly looking around can make us seem less present. So if you're in a busy coffee shop or there's a lot of people around, see if you can find a spot in the corner or somewhere less populated. That way, there's less risk of distractions. Step 2, it's not enough to simply be listening, you need to show that you're listening. Hear me out on this one. You want to use nonverbal cues like nodding, smiling, and maintaining eye contact. I know it sounds silly, but trust me, it's important. These actions visually acknowledge that you're interested and paying attention to the person speaking. Also, these nonverbal cues are a check for you to stay engaged and present in the conversation. Listen, I like to space out as much as the next person, but the more consistent you can be with nonverbal cues, the more you stay focused in the moment. And trust me when I tell you, the other person will appreciate that. So if someone is telling you about their day, show them you're engaged by nodding and smiling and giving cues that you're paying attention. These simple gestures make a person feel valued and it makes them feel heard. Fun fact, 93% of our communication is nonverbal. So actually showing that you're listening goes a long way. All right, step 3 is to reflect and clarify what you've heard. So whoever you're speaking with, summarize what they're saying in your own words, ask questions if something's not clear, get clarification, and confirm to them that you understand what they're trying to say. No pressure, right? So you could respond with a phrase like, so what you're saying is, or, just so I'm clear, your perspective is. Phrases like these where you offer back what the other person said, it not only acknowledges that you're paying attention, but that you understood them correctly. Basically, it's an opportunity for them to go, yes, you got it. Or, no, that's not quite right. Let me clarify. So for instance, if your friend says, I have been so stressed at work lately, you might respond with, that sounds pretty overwhelming. What about it is stressing you out? A response like this shows that you're listening and that you care about the details. All right, the 4th step, and this is a big one. I mean, a big one. And that's not to interrupt. Let the person finish their thoughts before you jump in. If you interrupt them, they'll feel like you don't value what they're saying. Also, you're just interrupting the flow of the conversation, and that can make a person start to retreat a bit and share a little less. The point of active listening is to allow someone to share as much as possible. So don't sabotage the conversation by cutting them off. That'd be really uncool if you did that. So if someone is sharing their opinion, resist the urge to jump in with your own thoughts. Wait until they finish, then respond. This makes them feel respected and it makes them feel heard. Always give the person space to finish their thoughts. And the fifth and final step is to respond thoughtfully. So what does it mean to give a thoughtful response? You want to think about what the other person has said and respond in a way that shows you've been listening. Give feedback, ask follow-up questions, provide responses that add to the conversation. Don't just respond with, damn, that's crazy, or, world's a crazy place, huh? Actually build on what the person has said and expand on the discussion. This makes for a highly engaging interaction. For example, if a coworker mentions that they're excited about a new project, you could say, oh, that sounds awesome. What part are you excited about? Not only does this show a genuine interest for what the person is saying, it keeps the conversation going. And that's it, folks. Those are my 5 key steps to being a perfect active listener. Now, improving on your active listening skills, this takes practice, so give it some time. Be patient and start to become aware of how you're receiving and responding to the information that people give you. Being aware of how much of an active listener you are helps you build on your skills and focus on areas where you could use improvement. You might be the greatest active listener there is and don't even know it. You could also be the worst, but making yourself aware helps you know where you're at. If you can master active listening, you'll see improved relationships, stronger connections, and more meaningful conversations overall. And if you'd like to improve your overall communication skills, I have a group where we look at public speaking, job prep, professional writing, and yes, even active listening. I've included a link to it in the description below. As always, my name is Mike Saad. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more communication videos. See you later.